Alright, Shalom, Shalom. It's the brother Abba Yabba from the DC Church. Coming at you, giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kadash. Alright, Yahweh being the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai being whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Bashim meaning in the name, or call meaning spirit, Kadash meaning holy. Alright, these are the names and the powers that I come to in order to profess the 100% truth. The Lord's will seal the elect's faith. Alright. Shenya Kabaga, whatever cause of claiming out by Ife, meaning double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS in these times, whom the Heavenly Father had enlisted the 100% truth to. And of course, Shalom wa Barakum Lavakam Shiasha Allah, peace and blessings be upon the elect of the nation of Israel. And to the man out there that's pushing this word in sincerity and truth, to I say Shalom wa Barakum Ma'atham. Peace and blessings be upon you. Alright? So like Akima's just a bit parched. But the name of this video, I just wanted to title it The Lord is Against Mount Seir. And as you can guess, you know, this is going to be in reference to bringing out edification that is against the nation of Esau, Edom. All right. And what kind of sparked this topic is that I was watching a younger brother's video, and he was kind of just going into how, you know, the Lord shaped our minds into, you know, wanting to be kings, wanting to be priests, wanting to be the way that we are, you know, by nature. Like, as a man, it's in our nature to want multiple women. It's in our nature to want to be conquerors. It's in our nature to want to, you know, own and not necessarily rent. It's in our nature to want to have, like, you know, fulfillments, a legacy, you know, things of that nature. And the Lord had set up Esau, Edom, over us in this time frame in order to be a punishment to keep us away from those things, because those things are actually a promise that the Lord had promised those that actually loved him. All right. And that's a gift of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, that we would actually possess and inherit those things in latter times. Okay. So there's you know, a couple of things that Esau has did that's against well, I say there's a lot of things that Esau does, if not all things that Esau does, is against the laws. And the thing is, where Esau fucked up is that, you know, he could have touched any people on this world, on the face of this planet, but he ended up touching the apple of the Heavenly Father's eye, which is the nation of Israel, the children of Israel. Now, when you go to Ezekiel chapter 35, it tells you that Esau had a perpetual hatred for us, and he shed the blood of the children of Israel in a time where our iniquity had an end. Okay? In that time when our iniquity had an end, Salaki, is when Israel was guiltless, or Israel was blameless. All right? There was a point in time to where the children of Israel is actually at peace with the Heavenly Father, and the nation of Esau still shed the blood. And the thing is, Esau overpassed what he should have done to the nation of Israel, because not only did he put us in captivity, as we understand, but if you go into different documentaries, it outlines the certain aspects or the certain things that were carried out during the time of our captivity. Castration, you know, the different torture methods that Esau utilized to be brutal upon our people, or to cast more judgment on our people. Okay, Esau has went further past the deeds of what he should have did to our people as far as captivity. And then, you know, it's funny, there was actually an Edomite that came up to camp a couple of weeks ago, and he tried to say that Muslims or Arabic people or Arabians are the ones that castrated so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans more than so-called white people did. And that's another thing about you Edomites. You Edomites can never take ownership of what you did to our people, because that's why the scriptures say, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. I believe that's Zechariah chapter 11 verse 3, or 11 verse 5, you know, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, 1 second. Okay? Because that's what Esau loves to do. He loves to point the finger at other nations because he doesn't want the full judgment that's allocated to him. Right? It's because he's a devil. It's the spirit. You got the same spirit as your forefather, Cain. All right? Where he slayed his brother and he tried to hold himself not guilty. Okay? It's like it. Really trying to find that. Yep. Yeah, Zechariah chapter 11 verse 5. It says, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say blessed be the Lord, for I am rich. Okay? And you got rich off the backs of so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And there's a plethora of ways. It's not just slavery, Akim. It's not just slavery where Esau was able to get ahead of the curve and become the leading company or the leading country. It still proceeds today, where you got Esau still on the top of the food chain, and he's still utilizing the same tactics that he used back when we were in chattel slavery, man. All right. None of his evilness never went away. It's just reinvented. And it's also covered up. It's reinvented and covered up. All right? But he's doing the same shit. Because to be completely honest, these high corporations like Amazon and these bigger tech companies, they're paying you pennies on the dollar as to what you actually should be paid for the service that you're providing. Okay? These companies pay what? A data center technician $25 an hour. These data centers are making a fucking killing off of your backs. Okay? And an uphold of data, it costs a lot. And this is just one of the very small instances. You can even say any other job like fiber optic cabling. They're paying you pennies on the dollar opposed to what you're actually supposed to be paid or compensated for that actual work. Okay? But nonetheless, the main point is the scriptures say that who possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, man. Esau doesn't feel an inch of remorse for any of the things that he's done to our people. And it's not, and the Lord didn't make him to feel that way. The Lord made him so that you could understand that he's your adversary. Okay? The Lord made he made everything 2 and 2, good and evil, up and down, left and right. Okay, Esau just happens to deal with the left-hand side. And our people, the children of Israel, happen to be the apple of the Heavenly Father's eye that was given in heritage and that has a direct communication with the Lord. And we're on the right, we deal with the right-hand side, which is with Yahweh Shai, which is primary. Okay? It's like it. So again, I am against the Mount Seir, man. Those are the words of Yahweh Shai. Mount Seir is in reference to Esau Edom. All right, and that's in the book of Ezekiel chapter 35. All right. And then if you go to Genesis chapter 36 verse 8, it tells you that Esau is Edom, and he dwelt in Mount Seir, man. All right. And that also characterizes why they like having high rises and like being in high places. The thing is, everything that characterizes Esau is still what proceeds to this very day. Okay? But we can go on a list of things that we've identified that Esau has done to our people through times past that still proceeds to this very day. Okay? And that's why the scriptures say, I am against thee, O Mount Seir, I am against thee. And the Heavenly Father said, he's going to make you most desolate. All right? And I had this thought because, like I said, I was watching a brother's video and I seen him, he was kind of going into how, how the Lord shaped us and shaped this world. It's all for the children of Israel to rule. Because the thing is, the reason why the Heavenly Father is allowing Esau to rule as of right now is because this is the last nation that needs to rule on the earth so that we can be justified and taking the kingdom and being in the kingdom of heaven. Because the Lord is he showed us through times past that it doesn't matter which nation is in what's it called? It's in power. All of the nations are not able to uphold power because they're all corruptible. But when he gives the power to us, and when we start ruling, there's not going to ever be corruption on the face of the planet Earth ever again in the nation of Israel. All right, and we're gonna spend our times correcting you, heathen. Okay. Well, we got taskmasters over taskmasters, man. Okay, and you heathen are gonna continuously be corrected and follow our laws because our laws are primary. All right, and there's not going to be another death in the nation of Israel. We're just going to keep sprouting up. All right, but that's after we get out of captivity from the hands of Esau, Edom. All right, but the Lord is solely against everything that has to do with Esau, and that's why we have to subtract ourselves from anything in ourselves that is tied to Esau. Our customs, our way of thinking, our lifestyle, anything that we have gotten from our oppressor, we have to detach ourselves from. All right, because the scriptures state that the Heavenly Father is against Esau, Edom. All right, so that's all I really wanted to bring out. That's all I really wanted to expound on. I didn't want to make this super duper long. Just this is an exhortation, you know, an upliftment in the spirit, just to know that the Heavenly Father is against our number one enemy, man, and the Lord is actually going to redeem us out of this shit. Excuse my vulgarity. Because Esau got the upper hand right now and the shit sucks. Alright? It is frustrating. Because our people still side with this damn devil. Although he's done so much, he's brought so much atrocious things to our nation. Customs, a way of living, order. He's destroyed everything. And you still reverence him, man. But the Lord said he's against him. All right, and I'm not going to make this too long. That was the main point that I wanted to say. You know, the Lord is against our enemy, and we're thankful for that. Call Elohim Layah Bashim Yahushua Bashim Kol Kadash. Okay, Shani Kabaga Wala Rakab, Sequoiam now Ba'ai, Wa Shalom Wa Barakam Labakan Shal Yasha Allah. The Lord is with the nation of Israel, man. Kwam Yasha Allah. Shalom, Makim.